What the fuck is up, gamers? We're back for another fantastic Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yay!
Uh, as you may not notice immediately, we're down our cleric, which bodes well for the party. Um, I think we're gonna start pretty much exactly where we left off, but a little time skip, right? Um,
Would you be a doll and recap for everybody, for the audience and the audience mostly?
the audience and the audience was okay. So last session, our strange and our strange little freaks all met, and the two normal people. Joaquin has set up a beautiful little island for everyone to join, Insulam Fumi. Very small little settlements on there, but the few settings that there are quite beautiful. I believe it was business offered to Miss Alina Berna, that being a constant team of people who will be occupying and working on her behalf on Insulam Fumi. Steve was offered riches, and also found out that a large portion of his clientele actually all was masquerading as shell companies under Joaquin. Uh, Twitch was offered a strange artifact, a what appears to be some kind of arcane firearm known as the White Death. Not much is known about this weapon, but I believe Twitch and his chat are very excited. They all, Joe Black, we can recap later as he is not present right now. Um, they all met in the Bay of Dulce Litis, and enjoyed some drinks, some gambling. Well, some of you some gambling, but Joaquin was strangely absent from most of it. A brief discussion of business dealings and how our players, our adventurers, can aid one another in their individual efforts, and how they can all come together as a benefit to Joaquin. And he expressed his gratitude by constructing several villas, some of which are unfortunately still in progress, but one of them, Miss Berna's, has been completed, and our party shall reside there. The only separation being for Mr. Twitch, as everyone is acutely aware of his dealings with Faye, uh, and have been using appropriate aliases to protect themselves in the meantime. We left with everyone stumbling or walking or almost falling out of Joaquin's little casino. And we're going to pick back up where everyone kind of gets to their resting places. Can everybody roll me a d20 for a luck check? See who we start with. It's a 17 from Steve. It's a natural one for Twitch. Good to get those
Good
out of the
start,
way.
chat.
Good,
Good start, chat.
good way to get
Get
those
him out of the
way.
way. Get him out of the way.
Absolutely. So Steve, you
He's
have
in your.
you have engaged in a moderate to little amount of drinking and no gambling. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So you've got your wits about you, and throughout the night you have seen Mr. Lamb accept a few drinks. I don't believe you had taken the time to ask or anything, but you've noticed that he has kind of had a bond formed with, I believe we were calling him Red, Alina?
Yes.
A Mr. Red that you were introduced to. He speaks nothing of the interaction, and greets you at the end of the night. Sir, is it time to leave?
Yeah, I believe so. Off to
He
back to our lodgings, I suppose.
affirmative. He escorts you through the dark and unfortunately not well paved roads. throughout this walk, you do notice that he has a hand on one of his, as you've come to learn very recently, many blades that he keeps on his person. Um, but other than that, the walk is uneventful, and you return to Miss Berna's villa, or Miss Clean, I should say's villa. Uh, do you do anything on your way back, or once you approach?
I guess when we get back, I gotta get a bag of dirt.
You were handed one by one of the.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, I was.
yes.
Then no, I suppose not.
What's the word? Mr. Lamb escorts you to your quarters. They are very well laid out. Steve, would you would you describe to me just a couple things that you would have requested Joaquin of your own dwelling? As some accompaniments have been made as only Miss Clean's villa has been completed. Any specific colors or trims or anything at all that you would requested?
Uh, no, because I knew of the situation that was happening at someone else's villa, so I didn't want to. I don't do that.
Okay.
It's not my house. I'm a guest in someone else's house.
Fair enough. Uh, then the sheets are the linens and the room are adorned with a kind of monochromatic theme. Lots of steely grays and sharp blacks and whites. Um, they are quite comfortable.
Hmm.
And I take it
Very
that
bland.
yeah, they are rather bland. You notice though that it is somewhat set up in a way to quickly change to a different theme. Like there's a potted plant that has no there's a pot for a potted plant that has no plant. The vanity actually flips over. The mirror on the vanity actually flips over to reveal a different pattern, still monochromatic. Um, and there are a couple other little things that appear to be kind of modular intentionally.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Um, but if there is nothing else, do you put your bag of dirt under your pillow and head to sleep?
Yes.
Alrighty. Um, next would be Miss Crystal Clean.
Mm,
We have had a little aside between you and your brother, which we may add in, may not later, but we'll pick
yeah.
up as he enters his room. So to quickly run down, you had left just with him, or and have
Yeah, I left with my brother, and we looked into some pieces of the villa that will be necessary later.
yeah, he also escorts you all but blade drawn, not in any kind of menacing way, but just for protection. You do note that it gets one night closer as you look up at the waxing moon. Um, you've sent him inside and already placed the dirt under his pillow for him, as he is quite intoxicated.
Yeah,
Is there
I make sure he's comfortable.
absolutely? Um, and he will hug you and like stumble over to his bed. You can see him laying in it before the door closes in his clothes that he has just been wearing all day. Um,
Oh.
but do you partake in anything? Do you explore your villa or
Um, for now, I uh will probably make a short walk around the villa. I make sure that this room is secure and that there's no way of anybody else unwanted guests getting in.
you can give me
Uh,
an investigation or arcana check. They will. You can do both, as they will provide different pieces of information.
okay.
Oh, agony. It appears that we will be having to put in a little lore thing for Twitch.
What happened?
The JA roommates. Alina, did we lose you?
Oh no, I'm just you said Arcana?
Arcana or investigation.
Okay. They're both the same, so I'm going to roll Arcana first and
Alrighty.
then investigation.
16. So you notice that there are a bunch of glyphs on like somewhat inconspicuous. Oh wow, 2 16s. So
Oh
like
damn.
there are a
Okay.
few glyphs around the room that you find. Some of them are in strangely inconspicuous spots. Um, like you notice when you look in the door, that when you look up inside the door frame, there are a couple glyphs, some kind of ward or protection to your understanding. You don't know the full effects, and you notice the same wards on all of your windows, as well as the front door and the back door. All have the
Mm.
same wards on them. Your investigation
All
check
right.
reveals that there are many locks. Each room, each personal dwelling does have a lock, as well as 3 for the front door, including a large deadbolt that instead of running sideways across the 2 kind of central doors, is a large steel rod that actually descends from above the door and goes through both of them. So there is
All
there
right.
is somewhat of like a lockdown in place. You're not sure exactly how to trigger it or what it does, but Joaquin has really taken security seriously here.
All right.
Um,
With that in mind, I will go check the wall tunnels that I've requested.
you go to the part of the wall where Joaquin has stated explicitly to you that there is a hidden passage, but there's nothing there. It's just a plain blank wall.
Uh,
What's that?
is it an illusion based or is it mechanically based? Some magic that I need to use.
He did not specify.
I guess I'll roll Arcana again to figure that out.
His what's the word? Do you physically inspect it at all, like touch it or anything?
Yeah, I would physically inspect it.
As you touch it, your hand touches the wall, and then as you kind of get the sensation of the wall and press into it, your hand starts going through.
Oh, okay. I'll go through.
Uh, it's really strange, visually, what happens next. Uh, the walls of the walls of this villa are cut thick, heavy granite and marble. Like that, and they are solid. But you stand perfectly inside of it, and see these kinds of narrow, um, quartz pathways that are tight, but they are way too big to fit inside of the walls of this building.
Mm. Um, I'll wander about, check on my guests, make sure that they're in their rooms where they're supposed to be,
Uh,
and maybe wrap around back to my office.
you notice that there are 2 pathways from where you walk in. It's a T intersection that's quite tight. You turn around and the wall looks as it did before. It just looks like the polished granite. But
Mm.
there is an eye engraved in it. You can go left or right.
I guess I'll go left.
As you head left, you see every 10, 20 paces or so, there is an eye engraved into the wall, similarly to the other that you came through. Do you take a look through any of these? Or interact with them in any kind of way?
Yeah, I'll look through them if I can.
Um, as as you go through and just peek through them, you notice that all of these appear to be lower level rooms. So you see the trapdoor to the panic room, or the cage as it has also been referred to. Um, you see the very small kitchen that appears to be more of a backup area in case of all the elemental trinkets and baubles that Joaquin has afforded you fail for whatever reason.
Mm.
And mostly like storage things. There's a few containers of like your different solvents and acids and polishing agents, and wine, beer, water, all of the things that you could ever need.
All right. Um, I guess I'll just continue this. Get a good idea of the mapping of this tunnel system, and return to my desk.
It appears to be just an infinite corridor. And as you go through, you notice that each of the eyes is accompanied with a different symbol corresponding to the different rooms and their utilities. Um, if you give yourself, say, like an hour or two, I would say that you'd be able to map it all out and have all of the, like, you would be able to know just by looking at each of these symbols, um,
All
what
right.
goes where.
Um, and with that intention done, I guess I'd return to my desk, continue some work till my brother either sobers up or wakes up, and then go to sleep myself.
Um, some bookkeeping and some light reading passes you by, and eventually, you get a knock on your door.
I'll open.
Um, dear heavens, I apologize for making such a fool of myself earlier. Um, Human and dwarven spirits are quite potent.
Oh,
He's a little disheveled, and he is missing his glasses as he steps into the room.
I'll open it. Don't worry.
Um, I apologize for making you take the first watch. I shall gather myself. I just wanted to let you know that I'm all right, and you should take your rest.
All right. Let the guests know that we'll be having a late breakfast due to my sleeping in.
It will be done.
I am taking this time to relax.
As you should, and as I will myself after this business is handled.
All right.
He kind of like runs his hands through his hair to get himself together a little bit, and just kind of like slowly closes the door.
All right, and then I will
Prepare your bed and sleep.
prepare my bed. There is the dirt that I put in the pillowcase earlier.
Okay. And then you head off to sleep. Um, so Twitch, we snap over to you. And unfortunately, Gritch is one of the mods tonight. And he has played his favorite little trick and stolen your voice. You can only communicate in common for the time being, and by using your crystal to communicate to others. Um, and the worst part about it, at least to some, is that it appears to others that your mouth has disappeared, at least visually. Almost as if like a wound or some kind of laceration, your lips have stitched themselves together to be one piece of skin. You are alone.
Eris, Twitch said. The best timing ever. We'll stick with it.
What's the word? You are. One moment, please. You are approached by two differently dressed individuals to most of the other kind of servants and couriers and whatnot. They are moderately armored, one of them in scale mail and the other in a studded leather. And they both have what appears to be a chess piece adorning their weapons and their gauntlets. Good evening, Mr. Twitch, I take it?
Okay, so they left, so I can use my voice, but
Oh, okay. Well,
we're sticking with the bit. It's
yeah,
funny.
we're sticking with the bit.
You said gentlemen, right?
Two gentlemen, yes. One wearing a scale mail and bearing a shield that also has this chest piece on it, and the other wearing light armor, studded leather, and has two gauntlets also emblazoned with the chest piece and two short swords. Same deal.
Good evening, gentlemen.
He is also absolutely hammered still.
They approach you cautiously. It is our apologize. You may refer to us as knights. We are specialized associates of Mr. Joaquin. Were instructed to escort you to Mr. Joaquin's abode, and you will be staying at his dwelling, and we shall oversee your protection, sir.
Very well.
They look at each other as you actually how do you describe Twitch's motions right now? How is he using the crystal to communicate?
How would he be doing it?
It's up to you. He could write it, he could type, he could just kind of hold it out and then it speaks for him in this strange voice.
I think that you know how they do it in sci-fi with the fingers magically just floating in the air above, hitting God knows what.
Oh,
They
the
don't know what
invisible
typing
keys.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
none of them really.
and then just holds it up.
We are far enough to where the printing press is a thing. So I mean, typewriters may exist, but they sure as shit haven't seen one.
And it's not the same typing style as
Yeah.
anyone else would have.
So they kind of look at each other, and the one with the shield now speaks. If you would accompany us, is there anything that we can provide for you? Beg your pardon, sir, but is your and he like puts his hand in front of his face, trying to not think of something that may sound wrong. Is your mouth okay, sir? Did you get caught up in one of the special deliveries from Mr. Steve?
Just a common trick from one of my mods, nothing dangerous.
I would also like to say it's probably forced to smile on him as well.
It is forced to smile on him. And you feel your face stretching at the almost mention of Gritch, as the smile is made even wider. What is your passive insight?
Passive insight?
Yeah. You can make an active insight check if
12.
you like. 12.
Yeah.
One of them is extremely uncomfortable to look at you. They look at each other and just kind of exchange what appears to be, one of them appears to open his mouth, but you don't hear anything. And then they just kind of nod at each other. Very well then.
He's just gonna start typing and play this little number.
Never see anybody forced to shut up for once.
Well, sir, we believe it is in our best interest to not comment on that question. Will you join us?
Twitch will just shrug his shoulders and follow.
Very well. They escort you through. Joaquin's villa is not far at all. You could almost throw a rock from the casino and hit the side of Joaquin's establishment. And you step in and see the several grand halls that you saw before. You walk past the entertainment room with the pool and carom balls that you were screwing around with. Let's just put it as it was. And you were led up to Joaquin's room. The same absurdly modest for its surroundings room. And the two of them turn to you. We shall guard the door for you while you sleep.
He's gonna pull it out again.
Strange device.
Guard for or from me.
Would he be able to chuckle?
He can, but with his mouth closed. Like, you know how
Yes,
like
he
yeah.
would. He would also do that.
You can give me an insight check if you'd like. But one of them is going to say,
Gladly.
"It is our job to protect."
9.
These guys are looking out for you. They are,
Yeah.
you know, you just came from a really dangerous place, an active war zone, actually, and yeah, these guys are here for your protection. Also, the one who was looking at you before and a little uncomfortable, you think he's all right now.
All right.
One opens the door for you. Sir?
That's it.
Very well.
Does Twitch enter his room?
He would.
Okay. You hear the door close, and what is your passive? Perception?
Perception. It's probably 12.
12? All right.
That's it. Definitely nothing else. Definitely no lock clicking. Actually, no, it's 14.
Oh, 14? Okay, you do hear the lock click.
Of course.
You do notice, though, that when you look at the door, that there is just a latch to unlock it from the inside. But you definitely hear a lock click. Twitch, you've also been handed a bag of dirt, a strange little thing from one of the people working the casino. Does he do anything before bed? Does he prepare his bed in any way, or?
I mean, he knows that the dirtbag man. There was some real fear behind that, so he would put that under the pillow.
Okay. And then he heads off to sleep.
I mean, he can't really talk to chat right now.
Unfortunately, he cannot.
Hey, that's a loss on Gritch's part.
What's the word? Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah. But he still you do see him pop into the chat when you type out your messages, sending just a bunch of little images of random types of humanoid with heart eyes or laughing or crying while laughing, and just a couple times during your travel with these two gentlemen, the there's just a bunch of like eyes emojis kind of deal.
Probably
Does
while
Twitch
they
say
were
anything
walking.
to the mods about the door locking?
So two things. One, while he's being escorted, he would have casually dropped a quick little
You sure you don't go by anything other than knights, gentlemen?
They will not respond to that.
amazing.
They truly they know better. One of them may comment and say, "Unfortunately, sir, our names are not important. You may just address us as knights."
On him saying that, he gets a response of,
Everybody's name is important.
We understand that perspective, sir. Do you try and pursue them further? You can, if you would like to try
It'd be
and
rude to call you anything else.
give me a persuasion check. We'll retcon this a little bit because we're still in the same scene.
yeah. Persuasion, you said?
Yeah, at
Bad
disadvantage because you are typing, and they're kind of weirded out by all of that.
That's fine.
That's
6.
We apologize, but that is one thing that we cannot afford for you. Anything else, just name it and it is yours. Does he? Is he going to press
Typing.
further, or I see.
That would be all. Shame you would like to go by such a dull thing though.
To that they have no response either. But yes. So, quickly jumping back forward, you prepare your bed. Any notes on the door locking for mods or chat?
I do
Also,
have one thing.
crystal clean. All of these interactions are visible to you. Whether or not she's engaging in it is up to her. But this would all take place during Red's time trancing or attempting to in his state.
Upon hearing the door click, he'd probably
Chat,
type out and
I
send.
think we have our answer considering the door.
What's the word? Gritch allows you to speak and says in chat a little note saying, check on the lock.
Very well. Can't wait to see where this goes, and I'm going to check the lock.
The lock on your side of the door is unlocked.
Ooh. Very interesting.
You also do hear as you approach, there is a little bit of a conversation between the two knights. If you'd like, you can make a perception check to try and catch some of it.
I'll make a perception check while I'm checking something else.
Sure.
Damn, 9.
Something about Dragonborn and something about the Hobgoblin War. Not much else.
Uh,
Interesting.
next time we speak in person, we will have to talk about censorship on certain names.
You see that pop up in chat. Any response, Twitch?
Backs away from the doors. The knights can't hear. Whatever can you mean, Crystal Queen?
Feeling we will be working together quite often.
As I said, names hold value.
I
We
am
could
very
probably work
aware.
out a deal. Gotta admit, man's gotta try.
I enjoy your ambition.
Almost had him.
Quick cut to Steve hitting the honk shoe factory.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Sleep.
playing around. um, but any further communications between the two of you, or do you both lay down to rest?
Eris will lay. Not Eris. Eris isn't here. Eris
Yeah,
is
not
gone.
Eris. Eris is gone, and in the future.
Yeah. Some other plane. Twitch, correction, will lie down and try to go to sleep, whatever that means.
So to be clear, for everybody, really quick, just because I want to make sure I understand. Eris is loose dirt under the pillow, as instructed.
Twitch.
Oh god, you did it to me too. Twitch is loose dirt under the pillow, as instructed. Steve is dirt in bag under the pillow.
Yes.
Okay. And Miss Berna is dirt
Instructions.
in bag in a pillowcase under a pillow.
You know what? I did not.
Was the instructions loose dirt?
The
I thought
instructions
they just gave us the bag and said put it on the pillow.
the instructions were to empty this bag under your pillow as a tribute to the Dirt Man. Place this
Oh,
dirt under
okay.
your pillow.
Yeah, there would be an extra pillowcase in the way, but yeah, it would be under my pillow.
Okay, so both Steve
As
and
instructed.
Alina light obstruction between the top and the dirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you may all long rest. Steve and Alina, can I get 2 luck checks from you?
Lord.
Okay.
Dirt man's after you.
Lord, he coming.
Oh Lord, he come.
No, thank God, a 14.
Steve, you
That's not bad.
pass. Alina,
Yippee!
trancing is strange. Normally it is a meditative state more akin to lucid dreaming. Sorry, first luck check is the only one.
Okay.
So yeah, trancing is normally a state that is similar to lucid dreaming but more meditative. As an elf, especially a high elf, you have rarely, outside of your very, very young days, not had control over what happens in your mind during trance.
Oh.
This is one of those unfortunate times. You
Oh.
wake up in your mind to see mud all over the floor. As you step out, the room slowly leaking through the door is blood. What do you do?
Blood or mud?
Blood over the mud.
Am I aware this is a dream or is it feel real? to
Give me a
me?
wisdom
He's in a
save.
puddle of mud.
A bucket of sick.
You know that you are trancing.
I will be careful and open the door.
as you open the door, the blood immediately congeals into a nasty, almost kind of not quite waxy, not quite jelly kind of texture, and it leads out of your room into two separate trails. One going straight ahead towards the main rooms, and the other going what you know could only be your brother's room.
I go and check my brother's room.
As you walk through the halls, you notice that the stones are cracked. There is all of the pieces of wood furniture have knots and scratches, and some of them are missing legs. Everything is dusty but also moist at the same time. But you go to your brother's room, and he's just sitting there on his bed, facing away from you. His room is spotless, as you had left it.
Can I roll insight to see if this visage of my brother is acting like my brother?
Sure.
Chat, is that even my brother?
Oh wait, that's is that insight?
That is insight.
Damn,
You
just
look
rolled
at
like a
him,
2 or something.
and everything about this place feels wrong to you. You have no idea if this visage of your brother is a representation of him or some sort of fear come manifest.
I guess then I will try to maintain composure and walk around.
Do you approach him or do you leave his room?
I walk around to see what he looks like from the front.
As you approach him from the side, you notice he has a book in his hands, but he is staring straight forward. His eyes, two inky black pools. No pupils, no nothing, just darkness. As you approach, you don't even see the reflection of yourself in them. He stares forward. Sister, a terrible thing will befall us. He continues to stare forward and hold his book, as if he is reading it, but his face would indicate otherwise.
Do I get any details from the book? Can I roll Arcana to maybe break out of this whatever?
You can give me an intelligence save to try and wake up.
Yep.
You can also give me perception or arcana for the book.
Yep.
Yeah, try as you might, you cannot escape this nightmare. So the book is not a real book that you have ever seen, but strangely, it just is a bunch of arcane runes to spells that you have read about and some of which you know. Prestidigitation, and a couple other cantrips. But one that catches your eye is the teleport spell, as well as the meld into stone spell. The rest of it is just arcane nonsense. The pages turn without him moving his fingers or his hands. He is perfectly still. Thank you for protecting me. I do not deserve it.
Turn to leave.
Good night.
Next time I'll leave, I will just sleep with the dirt under my.
There is the other trail leading to the other rooms.
I'll go to the other trail.
You follow it, and it leads you past the servants' quarters, up the stairs to the special guest rooms. You notice that the trail goes past Steve's room and into the room adjacent. You believe this is the room of Mr. Lamb.
I'll enter.
The door is stuck on something. Do you attempt to use any force or any magic? You believe that in this trance state, all of your spells will not use your actual energy, but you are still limited to your own spells and your own capacity for casting them.
Okay. I guess I'd use. It's stuck, right?
The door is stuck. When you attempt to turn the knob, it does not move. Quickly glancing over it, it appears that there is some kind of strain being put on the door. You can't tell from what immediately.
And then I'd step to the side and try to firebolt it. Maybe
Please give me an attack roll. Or
melt
actually,
the knob.
Are you specifically trying to melt the knob, or are you just going to hit the door?
Trying to either hit the. I'm just gonna try to hit the door.
Okay. Please roll damage for firebolt. You will automatically hit, as this is an object at point blank range. You hit the door with your firebolt, and it explodes. A rush of almost an avalanche or a landslide pours out of the dirt, out of the wall of dirt and rock, and you wake up. You were the first to wake up. As you look around, your room is as it was. It is morning. Sunlight is pouring through your window. Should you have left it open?
I'll take the pillowcase from underneath the pillow between the dirt and the pillow and just put the. No, that did not work well for me.
As you wake up, the dirt is not there.
Oh, cool.
What do you do as you're awake? Also, can I get a luck check really quick just in the background from Steve and Twitch? Just in case it becomes relevant.
I will go check on my guess because that was an off-putting dream.
Who do you check on first?
Of course, the main guests, which are Mr. Steve and Mr. Black.
Mr. Steve, you are awoken. Your head hurts a little bit, just kind of like how sometimes when you wake up and you're a little dehydrated, you have like a light headache. But other than that, it was quite comfortable. You hear a knock at the door, or do you just come in? Miss Crystal Clean?
Sorry, I have some medicine that I have to take real quick.
Oh, no worries. We'll just say you hear a few quick knocks at the door, Mr. Steve.
Before I answer the door, I'm gonna look under the pillow.
The dirt is gone.
Mr. Lamb, is that you?
You hear
immediately. Unfortunately, it's your host. I was making sure that you are alright.
It seems that there was a guest last night.
It seems so. Make sure to check on your staff.
Yes, that was my first thought. I must go find him. What was he staying in the room with me, MJ, or is he had a separate room, right?
Mr. Lamb was adamant about only taking the servants' quarters, as he does not require nor deserve the extra amenities afforded to the quote-unquote real guests.
So, I guess I'll go to the servants' quarters.
You go to the servants' quarters and you see. Actually, what's your passive perception?
10.
10?
Everything's 10, man.
Oh yeah, everything's 10. Yeah, you go to the servants' quarters and you see the door that you know that your loyal companion is behind.
I'm going to knock.
The door sounds strangely dense, almost like when you knock on like a metal rod, or like a dense piece of like mahogany or something. It doesn't sound right, and there is no response.
Is it unlocked?
Do you try it?
Yes.
The door is unlocked but does not move.
What? Can I make a strength check and try to open it?
Sure. Give me an athletics roll.
Oh, I would have gone with Mr. Steve.
Okay. Then you are also seeing and observing all of this.
I'll Mr. Steve, allow me, please.
Steve,
Uh,
you
Bean.
put both of your hands on this handle, and with all of your might, you rip the handle off and punch yourself in the face.
Sam.
The handle is now off the door.
Motherfucker.
Mm. I will use an unseen servant after Mr. Steve, if Mr. Steve would move to open the
I'll
door
get out of the
from
way.
there.
The unseen servant attempts to move the door. It may need a little bit of assistance. So either we can make an athletics check for it, or it can give either of you advantage on another athletics check.
Alright. We're the most athletic ones here.
Really? With a 10, I'm the most athletic.
That was sarcasm, my friend.
Oh,
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Roll an insight check. Yes, that'd be athletics at advantage. He actually rolled it. Yeah, she's fucking with you, dog.
okay. Damn, I had to make an insight check IRL, I guess.
Do you need help finding it, Mrs. Clean?
I thought I hit it.
You have to make sure you hit normal. Well, advantage.
Yeah.
Correction. You have advantage.
So,
Oh, I do have advantage.
well, yeah, you do have advantage, so roll it again, see if you crit. So a 19, you and this unseen servant pull the door pretty much off its hinges, and a small, like almost hill of dirt just rolls out into the hallway. It's about eye level once it comes down. You can see a little bit into the room at near the ceiling.
I was going to say, Mr. Steve, I had a strange dream.
Can't really do much without him.
I believe that maybe this superstition the Silent holds has a lot more weight.
It appears so. I guess we must find this dirt man.
I
I
suppose,
hear
yes.
he's deep under the mountain, in his lair.
You have heard that. Murmurs and whispers while you were gambling, and, well, not gambling, more so observing it.
Mm.
I wonder if that's where he keeps his dirt and his victims.
Well, in the dream I also saw a book. It had the teleportation spell and the old Was it mold earth or mold stone?
Meld into stone. So that is
Meld
when
into stone.
you and whatever you were
So.
carrying become one with rock.
I see.
Perhaps acquiring such spells and scrolls will help us find Mr. Lamb.
Well, I am certain that's how the dirt man, as he's called, got into our rooms.
Yeah, it would appear so. I apologize that this happened on my residence. I was not prepared for such a creature.
It would seem that he must be taken care of for everyone's safety.
Would appear so. Let us go check on our other guests.
You head up to Mr. Joe Black's room.
Mm-hmm.
So you head up to his room, and his door is also unlocked. Do either of you attempt to open it?
Does it hold the same resistance when we pull on the handle?
It does not.
I'll open it.
You open it and you see a figure on the floor, resembling Joe Black, but once the light comes in from the hallway, as all of the curtains are strangely drawn, you notice that it is almost as if he was turned to dirt and stone. But strangely, his clothes and even a bottle that has turned on its side and partially as a result of the liquid falling out turned to mud and kind of slumped over a little bit, is left on the center of the floor.
What the fuck are we dealing with?
More than we signed up for it would appear.
I'm just a farmer, man.
I am a simple businesswoman.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
appears
But it seems that you have some things up your sleeve, as I do not.
That's gonna be a deception check.
That is going to be a deception check, actually, because you know that some of your plants are we'll say, performance enhancers.
Well, yeah, you know, it's not the same thing. Like, I know she can cast magic, and I can't do that. That's not me lying.
You can't. You do have a couple plants that will make someone cast magic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, that was part of the thing the other day. Natural 20.
Oh.
I guess I'll try.
Yeah, you can try.
These fucking
try.
pictures are so funny.
I'm glad that you like them. Yeah, so Steve is telling the truth there. He does not have any way at all to cast any kind of magic.
It would appear I am going to go check on my brother and then have this mess cleaned up.
As you say
Wasn't there
that,
another guest? Oh no, he was not here. I understand. Never mind.
as you
Yes.
say that, you hear a pair of footsteps, and loud rattling, coming through the hallway. And they run past you momentarily, but as they turn back, and take a double take, two heavily armored guards approach you. Miss, and then the guard that speaks looks around. Miss Berna, have you seen Joaquin?
I have not.
He's vanished overnight.
It would appear a few of our other guests have also vanished.
As you mention that, they look at what is apparently left of Joe Black, and one of them drops their mace to the floor. My God.
we believe it has to do with this island's legend, the Dirt Man.
Most of us didn't believe in the Dirt Man, but the locals had said as much, and we heed their warnings. I apologize. We are rooks, guardians of Joaquin and his establishments.
No offense, mate. Not doing a very good job at it.
They don't
Can
bow their
you-
heads, but they kind of hang their heads a little bit.
Can you find somebody capable of writing meld through stone and teleportation scrolls, please?
If you believe it will be of assistance, we will have it done.
And we will need one capable of healing magic.
Or
Unfortunately,
just healing potions.
Or potions.
we can provide you with
Scroll.
potions, but unfortunately the bishops are all away. Some have already been sent out as a search party for Mr. Joaquin. But we can provide you health potions.
Yes, we'll be going out to look for the other guests and Joaquin.
Is anybody else missing?
Mr. Lamb,
Mr. Lamb.
my security officer. Put it that way. My right hand man, really. Let's be honest.
Let me roll some dice.
He's gone MIA.
If either of you would like, you can make an insight check on them. 'Cause they
Insight check on their question mark.
yeah, insight. Oh, you can see the question mark?
Yes.
Okay.
23.
Steve, they are, you think that these guys fucked up, but they are pretty strong. These guys are gonna figure it out and they're gonna help you out. Alina, at the mention of Mr. Lamb, the largest human that may truly have ever lived, being taken by this thing has struck an amount of fear in these two individuals that they were not ready for.
Inform the rest of those on the island to take the warning seriously. Do not leave any barriers between the pillow and the dirt.
Yes, miss, of course. Do you need transport to the other side of Dulce Litus?
I would appear so. Wherever this dirt man is, we must search
Of course.
for our missing people.
We will have it ready for you. And they both run out and start alerting other people to what has happened.
I'll tell them. Can you talk to Mr. Twitch and gather him here?
He's already being brought.
All right.
And at that mention, Twitch, you have a wonderful night's sleep. You wake up a little early, sun's coming through the windows. Strangely, no curtains. It's really weird because as you wake up, you realize that the sun, the windows are set up in such a way where the sun directly spills onto your face, with no unfortunate ability for obstruction. And you wake up a little early. What do you do?
Sits up, stretches. Good morning, chat. We are beginning today's stream with the sun in my eyes.
Speaking of which, Most Dad, Karen. Okay, not Most Dad again. Come on now.
Karen again.
And Dormthlane the Defenestrator are your mods for this morning. Karen sends her usual affection for you, and her usual disdain for Most Dad in the chat. The two of them actually start fighting quite quickly once they both notice that the other is in there. And Dormthlane responds just once, stating, "You know how I feel about that."
Them or the window?
The window. They
Both
always fight.
It's just the window, comma, they always fight.
Yeah.
I know how you feel about it as well.
Sun comes
the
in, something
window.
else goes out.
To the wall.
Are there any loose items in the room?
Yeah, there's like a couple pens that are
I'm not talking small loose items.
oh, okay, what kind of loose items are you looking for? And you can give me an investigation check.
We're talking like we're talking
How
like a
loose and
small
how large?
chair, somewhere between a small chair and and when I say chair, I mean like one of those thinner chairs.
Yeah, like a stool for a vanity or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely a stool sitting next to the vanity as it was. It's just a plain wooden stool. Doesn't even seem to be any kind of special wood. Probably like pine or something that got stained. That's about it.
Now, this isn't our place, but you want extra glass or no?
Dormthlane responds, I think I got a good fight going already. Thank you though. And 1 silver appears in your pocket.
Rest upon delivery, I see. And I'm just going to open the window, bear the stool.
As you open the window, you do see a couple couriers and maybe 1 or 2 knights around
Outside,
outside. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh lord.
Uh,
That's a
okay,
17.
I'm not gonna target a person with this chair on
Um,
purpose.
give me a we'll just say unarmed strike, even though this is more of an improvised weapon, but we'll say unarmed strike.
And he's going to
Twitch has thrown a lot of stuff out of windows.
I have unarmed
Why do
strike.
they like you throwing things out of windows?
He's
Oh,
Dormflame
God
the
damn it!
Defenestrator. The
6.
Defenestrator. 6. Ooh, let's roll a luck check, see where that goes.
You keep saying that word, but I don't know what that word means.
To defenestrate is to push someone out of a window.
17.
There's a
17.
word for that?
Yes, there is a
Yes.
word for that. Um, 17. You throw the chair out. You don't go anywhere near as far as you try to. The chair makes it maybe 2 feet out of the window before it falls to the ground and just clatters. Doesn't even break. What a shame.
Damn it! Such a shame.
And you get 1 copper piece in your pocket. And the brief message of, I've seen better.
I've done better. All right. Are we talking evens or odds here, real quick?
Evens, I'm not sure what we're looking at.
Okay, he's not gonna try to throw another object out the window.
But at that knock, or at that sound, the couriers that almost got hit scatter, and just run away, because they know who you are. They don't want to get involved. But you hear like some aggressive knocks at your window, or at your window, at your door.
At the window.
And a very loud click. Mr. Twitch?
Yes. Is it the same voice as I heard last night?
It is a different one.
Ah.
It appears that while you were sleeping, they had changed shifts.
Of course he did.
Mr. Twitch, I'm going to open the door. If you don't already.
Very well.
Slowly, just the door opens.
He's just like hands on the windowsill, facing out the open window.
And once he starts seeing you, the door opens a little quicker. We heard some sort of a disturbance. And your presence is requested at the Eastern Villa.
Disturbance. Everything here is fine.
There were
second.
there were a
One
couple
second.
of our couriers, um, screaming and um. Oops, 1 second. Everything is truly all right.
Yes, everything's fine.
Oh, very well. Apologies for disturbing you. However, your presence is urgently requested at the Crystal Clean Manor. We already have a horse and carriage for you, sir.
Very well.
If you would be so kind as to, and he gestures to the door.
He just spins around from the windowsill. Ah. Oh well.
The
All right.
other knight accompanying him is a young woman. But they are similarly dressed in. One of them wears scale mail, and the other wears studded leather.
Nice armor. Who designed it?
Unfortunately, I do not know. These were provided to me as when I took my position here, and I treat them very well. They're a symbol of my station, and they do suit me. Thank you for noticing.
That they do.
Um, the the younger woman will lead you both to a carriage, and she will take the reins. Do you step in?
It would.
As soon as you step in, she grips the reins very tightly, and snaps, and the horses take off. You are very hastily brought through the poorly paved roads all the way up to the villa, and there are plenty of servants and couriers and people in heavy armor, like they can, as you approach, you see them converge, have some kind of communication, disperse. And two of these heavily armored guards await you when you get there.
Seems very hectic this morning. What happened? What'd I miss?
Mr. Joaquin is missing, sir. And we were hoping you and your associates would be able to assist in the search efforts.
That is very unfortunate. I'd like to find my friends immediately.
I believe that they are waiting for you. Unfortunately, they did not tell us where. And they pull up, and the two dressed in heavy metal armor, blackened steel armor. One a mace at his side, and the other a warhammer on his back. Sir, Mr. Twitch.
Yes, gentlemen.
Mrs. Clean and Mr. Steve await you inside. Unfortunately, we have yet to locate Mr. Lamb and Mr. Black. At around this time, Steve and Alina, you guys are also led out to the front.
To call on Red before, or find Red before I came down.
He is mysteriously absent. As you ask around for him, no one seems to know where he has gone.
And he's not in the tunnels?
He, actually, hold on. Call odds or evens.
Odds.
You actually find him in the tunnels. He's muttering to himself and doesn't seem to have noticed you, and is writing in his book, walking in one of the directions of the infinite hallway.
I'll touch his shoulder.
Oh, God, you scared me.
Hey,
How did you rest?
sorry. Not well.
Oh?
Awful dreams followed by missing people. Come on.
Oh,
I'll
oh.
explain on the way what happened.
I see. I too had a strange dream. I wouldn't particularly describe it as bad, but and he just starts like muttering to himself about it while following you.
What was your strange dream?
Um, I saw Gelsomino and Leah, and they were just having dinner with Joaquin, but they just, when I spoke to them, none of them even noticed I was there.
Hmm. I had a dream where I guess I just described the dream to him, and then
He writes down every word that you say.
Mr. Joaquin is missing, and
Uh,
Mr. Lamb, and Mr. Black. We'll have to start a search party immediately.
Understood. Do I really sound
Uh,
like that? He refers to the part of the dream where he was present.
it was weird. Your eyes were black, and wasn't right.
Noted. Anyways, what is our plan? Where are we going? Also, Steve, can you give me a perception check?
Okay.
Okay.
I like how you guys can see the question mark rolls, so I can still give you the DM anxiety. You see, Miss Crystal Clean and Red walk out of a wall like nothing, like there's nothing there.
I'm gonna point at her and I'm gonna say, "Secret tunnel, secret tunnel."
Red looks bewildered at you.
I will
I
look
Mrs.
bewildered as well.
also
Mr. Steve, are you feeling all right? Also,
Yeah.
Twitch, I assume you would have joined Mr. Steve at this point.
Are any of us feeling all right?
Potentially.
Yeah. The two rooks await you both. Await all four of you at the door.
I imagine we're around the fountain area at
Yeah,
this point.
this particular, I'm actually going to I don't have this one populated with NPCs at the moment. This particular entrance would be right here under the fox's jaw. I don't know if, oh wait, hold on. I assume it's loading for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least I'm picking it for our audience. What the heck? Is it actually loading for you guys, or are you guys just still on Insulam Fumi?
It's
We're
loading.
just loading.
It's loading.
Okay. But yeah, Steve, what you see is the fox's mouth opens, and through just the solid stone, these two appear.
I can't say anything. I'm still loading.
No, we appeared.
Um,
Oh, I see.
yeah, just to show you, it would have been this one right up here. I don't know if I can summon you guys to it, but it's in the entrance area.
Interesting. I see it.
But yeah, Twitch, you also see Steve sing Secret Tunnel. Do with that what you will. But the rooks impatiently await you both, await all four of you at the entrance.
I will walk over to the entrance, I suppose, and greet them.
Miss, and they both like take a glance at Twitch. Miss Crystal,
Yes.
we have some supplies for you and your associates on the west side. We have a few healing potions. and a couple other objects that may be of interest. If you'll join us, we hope that you can help us find Mr. Joaquin and your friends.
All right.
What's the word? They lead you all back into the wagon, and start handing out. They have 7 potions of healing. Minor. These would be the basic potions of healing. These are minor potions of healing, which is 1d4 plus 3. And there are 7 of them. This is all we had on hand. We apologize.
It would be 2 each and then 1 extra, I do believe. So the 1 extra will go to Steve for his condition.
His condition.
Condition.
Do you say any of this in character, or do you just hand them out and not explain your reasoning?
Steve told me he was just a guy, so yeah, his condition. I would say that out loud, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a condition. That's a little rude.
You're just a bit delicate, dear. That's all I mean.
Yes, that's why I pay people for things like this. But he's missing, so
At the mention of him being missing, the one of the rooks will comment, the other staff have been notified of the disappearance of Mr. Black and Mr. Lamb. We will be searching tirelessly for them as well. However, it is unfortunately our jobs to focus on retrieving Mr. Joaquin, as he is the most powerful mage on this island. We believe that retrieving him will allow us to secure your allies.
sure hope so. But I don't know how he was nabbed.
We do not. There was no intrusion. We have our finest ladies and gentlemen guarding these gates, walking these halls, all hours of day and night. Is there anything you know of the intrusion?
I'll tell them about the dreams I had.
You can give me anyone who wants to can give me an insight check on this. They both are silent for quite a while. When one of them breaks, he says a horrific foreshadowing of the day's events. And that's about it. Steve, these 2 guys are wholly unprepared for what has happened to them. They are martially adept, the both of them. They are not they are afraid because they do not understand, but any physical thing, they believe, the 2 of them believe that they would have been prepared for, but this is something else. Twitch, they are a little incredulous about the dream. However, considering the circumstances, both of them are reevaluating some of their worldviews.
And life choices, possibly.
And potentially life choices, but you're not certain. Steve, you also get that.
In any case, where are locals that we can ask questions to? What mountain did they get dragged under?
We have spoken to some of our frequent gamblers at the casino, and very few of the staff are original locals. Most of them have been, they share a quick glance, relocated.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Absolutely.
I mean, we
I
all do a
don't
little
have
relocation
like
in
the
our time.
locate person spell.
With advantage because of my own Pro-
Somebody can give you the help
propensity
action
to
if they would like to.
relocate things.
Twitch does
Yeah.
say, "I've." Everyone's done a little relocating of individuals in their time. It's a slight chuckle.
Miss Crystal, would you like to give Steve the help action?
Sure.
So, I run help actions a little bit differently. Are you proficient in insight?
Insight?
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
So you can roll an insight check at advantage. If you make or beat a 10, Steve will get advantage on his insight check. Damn, that would have been great for Steve to have, but Steve, you now have advantage on this insight check.
Damn.
Still good roll.
Hey, that's pretty good.
You've heard of the massacres that have happened on the Orcish Islands that are not too far north of here, and you know that this had something to do with that. You also,
The Dirt Man or the relocation?
the relocation had something to do with the fact that there are not a lot of locals.
Oh.
And then there will be no information found.
Well, that's no bueno.
Seems we'll have to search. I'll go do an investigation on the pile of dirt, which I think I need to make a will save for that. Wisdom save?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I was gonna go investigate the room full of dirt, but I think I need to make a wisdom save to do that.
Do you do that before you leave? These guys are already like in the wagon, but
Yeah,
they'll wait
well,
for you.
before we leave to see
Okay.
if we can find any like clues.
Yeah, give me. Well, what are we rolling the wisdom save for? Oh, yes.
Yeah, because
Roll your
I'm
wisdom save. This is a
yeah.
monstrous amount, so we're gonna start at the DC 15.
All right. I'm fine.
You
This
are
time.
fine. The anxiety creeps up on you, but you have seen worse messes and unfortunately had to clean them up by hand sometimes.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna go look around.
After we'll just kind of say that you clear out a lot of it. Similarly to Mr. Joe Black, as you've uncovered part of it, you notice poking out of the dirt is the head of a standing Mr. Lamb holding a large dirt sword, looking like he was about to strike something. He is a statue made of dirt and rock.
Is there any sign of magic in the area, maybe, that I can
Do
maybe
you
find
have a detect magic spell?
No, I do not.
Then
But
you can make an Arcana at disadvantage to try and see if there's any lingering.
that's unfortunate. Nope.
You're not sure. You look around. I mean, Mr. Lamb was turned into dirt, so there was some kind of magic here, but nothing that you're familiar with, and no traces would have been left.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the pile of dirt, prestidigitation, pull out my familiar, and just have her clean me.
Yeah. Nessa cleans you quick, and do you relay any of this to anyone in the wagon as you're kind of thinking back about the quick investigation?
Yeah.
So Steve and Twitch, you are all now privy to that information.
Interesting.
Now
Was that
is a new
Mr.
one.
Lamb or that kind of
We just lost both of you.
Replacement? Hello?
Yep, we got you back.
Well,
So do we know if that's Mr. Lamb or if that's some sort of pseudo replacement?
as far as I know, it could be either.
So we know nothing.
We know as much as we did a minute ago, other than there is, in fact, a statue of Mr. Lamb. And that I have to clean out a lot of dirt from my villa.
Yes.
You do
What
know
a
that
crock
Nessa
of shit.
loves Nessa does love a large feast sometimes.
Mhm.
So in her little jar, she does seem quite excited. The chariot abrupts, or I guess it's kind of like a chariot, or it's a wagon, abruptly stops at a path that you didn't notice came off of the main paved road. From our understanding, this leads to a small cave nearby that he supposedly drags his victims. We have searched it. However, there is a bridge leading further into the hills. I'm gonna switch the map really quick, Mac. We would appreciate if you took a look yourselves. And one of the rooks hands Steve a large leather duffel bag.
Okay.
Were they able to get us the meld stone spell?
As they hand Steve the bag, this is all we could muster on such short notice.
Huh.
What's in the box?
So you open the bag, and there's another bag. A really nice leather messenger bag.
Okay.
Do
A
you
good old bag in a bag.
Can I
Do-
open the bag that's in the bag?
you open the bag and darkness.
I'm gonna reach my hand in it.
You reach your hand in, you can't find the bottom.
I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it.
What?
You then snap your hand on a mousetrap.
Yeah, one of the rooks just like looks at you.
What's good?
I'm sorry?
Push!
Is there something supposed to be in this bag other than another bag?
The
I'm recording!
Mr. Steve, that's a bag of
It's
holding,
Tuesday.
sir.
Ah. I see.
Love you.
Do you look further into either bag?
I'll dig out of the first bag, see if there's anything other than the second bag.
Can you roll me a d4? Reroll
I
once.
could.
I'll roll it for you. I don't know if you want my luck or yours. 2.
Yours.
A brown, kind of rusty colored bag is further in the large duffel bag.
Aha! Another bag.
Do you open it?
Yes.
So there are 2 fuzzy objects in the bag.
Okay.
Do you take them out or inspect them in any kind of way?
I will inspect them.
You can either give me an Arcana check or an investigation check.
Both of those are the same.
They will.
Because all my stats are the same.
Yes, I understand. They will give you different pieces of information. Arcana skill
Yo!
check.
Yo.
This is a bag of tricks. If you throw one of these two rust-colored fluffy balls, you may get a tiny to a large animal that will follow your commands.
Gotta catch them all.
And what's the word?
You know what I just realized?
What?
Ash's name. He's called Ash Ketchum.
Yes.
He's got to catch them all.
Yes.
I never noticed that.
Actually,
That's
Yes, actually.
That's kind of nuts. Do you look further into the large duffel bag?
Sure.
There are two bottles. One of them is a large bottle with a green liquid, and the other is a large bottle with a almost fluorescent blue liquid.
Poison. Specifically made for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Are there labels on them?
Why, yes, they are.
Oh,
They are
thank God.
labeled. One of them is labeled Potion of Climbing, and the other is labeled Potion of Water Breathing.
Neat.
let me guess. The orange one is water breathing. The
There is
Orange.
no orange
Blue one
one.
is
There's
climbing.
a green and a blue one.
You tripping, bro?
I heard orange. Okay.
Apparently Twitch is colorblind.
You may distribute these magical items however you wish. But to be clear, I will type these out. Bag of holding, rust bag of tricks, 7 healing potions, or 7 minor healing potions.
Actually, I think you
Well,
mean lesser.
7 doesn't split
Oh.
split evenly amongst 3 people.
Well, you know,
Well, you're the
Miss
squishiest
Miss
one, so
Clean
you get-
did recommend to give you the extra one.
So 3, 2, and 2, I guess.
That's fair.
Okay. All right, add it to my inventory. How do I do that?
We can
Yeah.
we can
Yo,
actually
spooky
add
writing.
these later, but you can just like write them down, and we'll put them through D&D Beyond and all that later.
No, we can add it. I can add it here.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Okay.
Inventory.
Well, yes,
At
but I
the
mean,
plus at the bottom and then consumable.
yes, but I mean, I didn't think you would want to spend the time to write all that out.
Just healing potion.
He's not gonna write a
Oh,
description.
he's not gonna write the description and all the stats
Yeah.
and everything. Okay,
Yeah, why would I do that?
I don't know, cause maybe you care.
No.
Um.
No.
Have we met?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was so taken aback. But yes, so the two rooks, what's the word? They look at you guys poring over these. We apologize, but this is the furthest that we can escort you at this time.
Alright. Leave us to get murdered by the weird mountain cryptid.
It is our understanding that he can only attack you while you sleep.
I see.
And strangely, only at night.
Then we'll have to make haste.
One of the rooks will palm something to Twitch. Damn, really? Never mind. Your passive perceptions see this.
Question mark.
So one of
You did a
them
really bad job
clumsily
at it.
hands some kind of stone to Twitch.
It's not
for,
a boulder.
for
It's
communications.
a rock.
sir. Works twice per day. 25 words. You've received a double sending stone.
Don't know. I tried to hide that, but all right, very well.
No response from either of the rooks.
All right. Start walking.
We wish you safe travels. And we shall see you before nightfall.
Well, if you can only attack while we're sleeping at night, unless you cast sleep on us, we should be fine.
The rooks look at each other as if they have not considered that.
It should be fine. I mean, he could always knock me out the manual way, I suppose.
Well, what they said was he can only attack us while we're sleeping and at
Well, that was
night.
supposed to be in Goblin. What the hell?
So if they never attack us, well, he can't knock us out.
Yes.
Or we could kill him first. Well, or you guys can kill him first.
We can try.
These two gentlemen just told me is he cannot attack if we're not asleep and it's not night. Therefore, we could take him out without any risk.
It seems that he is the Nightman.
Alright, I guess we're losing daylight if we stand, so I'm gonna...
Yes, we must keep moving.
Alrighty. You guys follow the dirt path along. Anyone making any kind of checks or anything?
Just, I guess, general investigation, I guess.
Or perception check to see if I could find a cave of some sort. 'Cause that is what we are looking for. We're looking for a lair deep under the mountain where he keeps his dirt.
And his men.
Give me some
suppose.
perception checks or investigation, and let me know what we're looking
Yippee!
For the first time in forever, my perception's higher than investigation, and it still sucks.
for. So Steve and Twitch, you guys are really keeping your eyes open.
I'm talking to chat too much.
Alina, you're not so much minding your surroundings, but you are watching the path. It is not very well worn. It is not very well worn, and eventually, it leads you to a bridge. Let me know if you guys can see.
Bridge.
Bridge.
Wait, are we gonna have the classic goblin
I
fight
can
to start the
make
campaign?
bread with bread. And people watching this video are just gonna hear me rant schizo posting.
I mean, we had my
Crazy.
husband come over and say, "What's up?"
That's true.
To be fair, schizo posting is pretty common in the campaigns I've been in so far.
That's true.
Both
but yeah,
from the players and NPCs.
You approach a bridge that on the other end has a fork in it, or a fork in the road, I should say. Below it is rushing
there's
water.
a metal fork in the
have-
bridge.
I have found a fork. Huzzah, friend.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
May
Oh,
we
is
eat
the fork
cake.
made of silver? I can't touch silver.
Do you say that aloud?
No, this is all out of character. There is no fork in the
Yeah.
bridge. Sorry, the road forks after the bridge.
To the left, everything you own in the box to the left.
Steve, you are leading.
No. Let's not do that.
You're in
Um,
measure tool guy.
Yeah, because I was
I think
holding my
I'm
push to talk button.
leading right now.
I'll be right in the middle where it's safe.
Okay.
I'm taking up the rear.
Alrighty. So this is our
Talking
marching
chat.
order. Where's Nessa gonna be?
On my shoulder.
Okay. So she's just hanging out. Little guy moment.
Corbin.
Yeah. She's making sure that my suit does not get any less sparkling white.
Yeah, you see her just running up and down Miss Clean's pristine jacket. And what's everyone's passive perceptions?
14, I think I identified mine as, if I'm correct. Yes, 14.
I'll give you a guess.
By chance, 8, 20.
Is anyone's passive perceptions at a 15 or higher?
Damn it.
God damn.
Where
The
do you
fuck?
see it?
It's the straight number.
Yeah,
It'd
so
be your wisdom
so-
Who
score.
do you think we are?
yours
Attentive.
is a 14 also. Well, all right. After the combat issue last time, I pre-rolled the encounter to make sure that it was something suitable.
How
And
many Goblinos we fighting?
what's the word?
And he lied.
He lied. No, this
And
fight
he
is
lied.
winnable, unlike the last one. But yeah, as you all step further up onto the bridge, you hear a strange sound. I will give you all 10 feet of movement from where you are to place yourselves from where you are currently standing.
Does
What
it
sort
sound
of
like the
sounds?
bridge is creaking, or is it like
It sounds like footsteps that aren't your own.
Can I identify these
From-
footsteps?
Yeah,
Yeah.
each of you can make a perception check if you'd like.
19. Finally, I rolled somewhat decently.
So we'll start with
15.
Steve.
Oh, 11. Okay. It's above a 10.
The water is rushing below. It is a beautiful day out. And you know
Sun
that these
shining.
woods can be dangerous, especially with recent events. So you've very nicely kind of got yourself into the middle.
What a wonderful day.
Alina, you hear some kind of animal. You're not sure what or how many. But there is some kind of animal, larger animal that's nearby. Twitch, you have spent a lot of time in combat. Immediately, once you hit the center of the bridge, you hear 4 quadrupedal animals, all north of you. Do not know where.
4 quads to the north.
Do you say that aloud?
What Twitch is going to say, seems we have, well, 4 four-leggers right up ahead of us. And
I'm
it
sorry, what
sounds
did you
like
say?
there's some
Hmm?
there's some four-legged forest animals, and sounds like they're coming for a fight.
Alright, I thought you said a slur there for a second. I was like, damn.
What do you think I said? We have to keep it family friendly. As I drop the F-bomb.
We have to keep this friendly, you fucking retard.
At that mention, what's the word? Karen will say in all caps, "Watch your fucking language." In chat.
Apologies, Karen.
But yes, 10 feet of movement to each of you before the surprise happens.
Alright, I guess we'll just
Motherfucker.
Sandwich maneuver.
Um,
I I also get to move too, bit.
Do I get to prepare to cast a spell?
You did roll really high. I will say, if you declare your spell, you can have
Eldritch Blast. What else would it be?
Eldritch Blast. Okay.
I do declare.
You guys are surprised. However, at the top of the first real round, you will be able to cast that spell. But coming through the forest, the edge of the woods, 4 boar, run up and start charging the bridge. If everyone would be
Okay.
so kind as to roll initiative.
Da, 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 da. I don't know.
The boar are looking pretty good.
I got an 11, but I rolled before you, so ha.
I rolled.
Steve, initiative, please.
Oh, yes. Yeah. There you are. 8.
Damn, a lot of really strong initiative rolls.
Combat
Oh,
begins.
goddamn.
Story of my life.
4 of them?
Yeah. I
Uh,
told you 4-leggers.
So the
That's-
boar, what's the word?
Oh, I see what word you thought I said now. Haha, no.
Is Nessa? I will give you one mulligan on Nessa. Is she still on top of you?
She'll be in front of me where I was.
10
Just-
feet. So these two boar come up and engage. What was that there? Twitch. Each of them will make 1 attack at you. Oops, not private GM roll, public roll. Damn. All right, one of them gets a crit, and the other gets an 11.
That's a 11 hit. I'm pretty sure an 11 will hit. Yes.
11 hits.
Damn it.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's 3. All right. Oh, the crit was only a 6, and we're not at a high enough level to roll brutal criticals. Don't worry.
Yay.
And the regular hit is a 7.
And I'm unconscious.
What's-
Damn.
So much for a balanced fight.
This
So
is
much-
much better than the other one.
Are you sure?
Are you
He
sure?
just
The other was
He
2
did-
fire stakes.
It was 6 damage and then 7 damage. I got 4 elf, asshole.
Which prepares a nice Eldritch Blast and passes out.
I will say, you do get the Eldritch Blast off. You can use it on either one.
This one
This one.
I've decided on.
Okay, that's
One
the one
second.
that hit you for 7. So
Deserved. One sec. Oh, I clicked it too many times. Attack.
that
That's
hits.
a 14 hit and damage. 9.
If it ain't dead, I'm gonna be upset. Thank God.
Dead boar. Cool.
One boar
Oh my
is dead. Well,
And
the
so
funny
am I, apparently.
the funny
One
thing that was
boar is no boar.
yeah, the funny thing that's supposed to happen,
What, a squealing hog?
one of the boar, as it runs, falls down the edge of the cliff and slides into the water.
There goes
And then there was 2.
You know that was revealed to us, right? It's no longer question mark.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
20
For the situation.
and okay. So this boar is going to Nessa is in front of you.
Oh,
So I guess
sorry.
I
Yeah.
have to
I meant, like,
just set this and
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
what does this? Not dead.
No, dead. You're rolling death saves. You are under the death condition.
Dead bunch.
Don't worry. When you fully die, we'll have a little scene for it, and your picture will become grayscale, in memoriam.
Make sure to add the clock bell or the church bell, I guess. Dong.
first adventure. Yeah.
First combat set.
So
Yeah.
what is this boar doing?
This boar is going to take the dash action and then just close with you.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't think being even level 2 would have saved me from that.
Make ready for your turn comes.
Also, I love how you put the first 2 attacks directly against me and not the magic immune one. Not non-magic immune one.
2 were going on one side of the bridge, and 2 were going on the other side of the bridge. Alina would have got hers. Unfortunately, it wouldn't have done much, but you know. Also,
50
because it
is
is
not in my
extremely
favor.
relevant, right now, giving an ally a potion is an action.
Okay.
You can. It doesn't matter if it's on your body or on their body where the potion comes from, but it is an action.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Sorry,
You
sorry,
and
brother.
Nessa.
You're gonna be taking a dirt nap for a second.
Yeah, I imagine that he is going to be taking a dirt nap for a second because I'm like the only one that can. I mean, we can both do stuff, so.
I have a sword.
You do have a sword.
You
You were
also
have
very
a
effective
healing
with that sword
potion.
in that one dream.
I
Oh.
also have a couple healing potions. That is.
You do have healing potions.
And if you're really cheap, you can ransack my body for my own and use it on me.
That's true.
I'm gonna.
I will neither
Firebolt
confirm
this
nor
boar.
deny that that was my idea already.
I'm gonna cook some boar.
Cook some boar.
Which boar do you attack? The one in front of you, or are you
The
going
one
to?
in front of me.
Okay.
Or actually, there's one in front of
There's one in
our
front of.
downed ally, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm gonna attack that one.
Okay. Hit me with the attack roll.
Well, I missed.
Unfortunately, that is a
Apparently.
miss.
Nessa.
Nessa is in the range to attack either one.
Yeah. She'll attack the same one, I guess.
Alrighty. $16 hits.
That's fortunate.
5 damage. Let me apply that to this boar. It is now enraged at Nessa.
Okay.
Make ready, your turn comes.
Steve. What is Steve doing? He sees Twitch get mauled immediately, and as he falls to the ground, he kills one of the boar. And Alina attempts the other one, and Nessa makes a strike. What does Steve do? Steve?
You know what? Fuck it. Can I stand there?
Where Nessa is? Yes, Nessa is a tiny creature. You can occupy her space.
Oh.
I will
Like
let you know that puts
this
you in the
one.
threatened area of both boar.
That one.
You were gonna stand behind Twitch and heal him.
Yeah, you could have moved like directly to the left.
Steve made his choice.
I
He
made my
did.
choice.
He made a choice.
All right, so you've
Well,
declared which one you're
campaign
attacking.
guides.
Short sword.
Of course, he's
Yes.
attacking.
That's a hit.
Steve makes contact.
Damage. How do you do this?
Steve kills a bitch.
Oh,
Steve kills boar.
One sec.
Yo.
once again with zero technique, just whacking the shit out of it with a sword.
Maybe that dream was accurate. Steve can kill things.
Steve, you miraculously murder this boar.
How about thee, foul beast?
You also
Dream's still
notice
going, by the
that
way.
Twitch's little device lights up with some light and sound.
That's interesting. I don't have any bonus actions, so
Run
that's my
like
turn.
a
End
bitch.
of turn.
It is your turn.
This boar is going to make an athletics check.
And this is
This is-
going to drown.
All around us and attack us.
It is
Flanking
dragged
raiders.
40 feet downstream by the current, just squealing.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye, pig.
boy.
Bye bye, piggy.
Um,
Is there a waterfall off in that direction?
yes, there is.
Don't
wait,
go
how did you know that?
chasing waterfalls.
I didn't know
It
that.
will be
What?
your turn next.
Twitch, I'm gonna need a death saving throw.
Of course. Let's go, gamblers! First death save of
Let's go
the
gambling.
campaign.
Don't get a nut.
It's a failure.
I was gonna say don't get a
No.
1, but you didn't get a 1, so you know
Oh.
what?
What's the word?
I spend the
It
turn
was, it was
dying.
nice knowing Twitch.
Twitch, you sit at a table, and in front of you is a familiar face, or a familiar person, I should say, facing away from you. The adamantine chef is hard at work. And back to the action.
It is your turn.
This boar is going to attack. Just roll a. This boar is going to attack Nessa.
Oh,
Thank God. Wait, no,
I'd
not
rather it have
Nessa.
attacked me.
I didn't realize. Yeah, you're not Nessa.
That's a 14 to Nessa.
Let me check her AC. I don't remember what it is. Her AC is 15. I think that's AC.
15?
Yeah.
That's wild.
He's
That's
a
true.
small little guy.
Yeah, she's very dexterous and she's very small. The boar wastes its attack and misses.
Yo.
And what's the word? Crystal clean. What do you do?
Well, there's one down, and I think I'm gonna try to chill touch this thing this time. I guess the fire didn't want to work, so
For sure. Give me a chill touch attack. 14 hits.
Turn that pig into an ice cube.
Does not kill it, but it is definitely not a fan of what you did to it.
yeah.
What's Nessa doing?
Nessa's gonna hit it too.
Jump
19 hits.
This little guy is doing so much work for me.
2 damage.
2 damage.
The boar still stands.
The board does in fact still stand.
Steve,
Make ready. Your turn comes.
what's the plan?
Finish
What are we
him.
doing? Triumphantly, you raise your sword from the body of the beast that you have just slew. What do you do?
I'll do it again.
I think he said, "I'll do it again," but he cut off.
Cut out. God damn it! I'll do it again. He swings. He misses.
Fuck.
You graze the ear and part of the tusk of the beast, but your blade does not find purchase. What do you do?
Nothing. I have no bonus actions.
Alrighty.
It's your
It's
turn.
boar number 1. Let's see that strength check. And
Bye,
it
piggy.
gets dragged another 40 feet.
Poor pig.
Down the water, just screaming as it goes.
Make
Twitch,
ready. Your turn comes.
that is
Let's
another
go.
death saving throw.
'Cause- okay,
18, one success.
I spend the turn not bleeding out as much.
She turns around to you. What'll it be this time, pal? Do you have time?
I'm currently dying, but I have time.
Oh, you probably want a drink then. And she will start reaching for her liquor cabinet.
It is your turn.
Boar is going to take another attack at Nessa, especially after having missed. And Nessa doing some sick fucking damage. 12. Still fucking misses.
Yep. Little guy.
What's the word? Alina.
I'm going to again try to light this boar on fire and make it bacon.
Firebolt. Bunch of firebolt. You gotta hit attack in the chat there.
Yeah,
Jamie.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
just hit it.
Yeah, I make the mistake too.
23
Okay.
for sure hits. 1 damage. It is you burn one of its ears just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's still more angry at Nessa than you. And speaking of
Fair.
which, 18 hits. Describe to me what happens as Nessa finishes this creature.
She just spins her tail and whips it on the nose.
As she smacks this creature on the nose, you actually see its skull crack and break a little bit as the snout moves forward, and this thing, while falling to the ground, Nessa removes all dirt and grime from it, including its own blood, and it falls to the ground pristine. Let's just, move to Steve, because we
Make
do
ready.
have someone
Your
dying.
turn
And we
comes.
technically have an enemy on the board.
So, yeah.
Steve, you see that this tiny little creature that up until now you thought just clean stuff, completely ice this fucking boar. And your
Hey,
companion
guys,
is still laying on the ground dying to your left. What do you do?
I'm gonna nudge him with my boot.
He does not respond.
I think he's dead.
Damn.
You could try the healing potion on his person.
Yes. I'm gonna dig around in his pockets. I'm gonna loot his pockets.
You find 2 small red vials.
Ooh. I'm gonna give him one.
How convenient.
You spend your action giving him the healing potion. Please roll 1d4 plus 3.
Him or me? Probably him, because he's the one doing it.
We'll say Steve. And as this is happening, the adamantine chef prepares you just a simple whiskey on the rocks. Something quick and a stiff drink for you. Death is never easy.
Yeah.
Do you drink?
Well, down the hatch.
You lift the drink up to your mouth, and right before that sweet and savory and potent drink touches your lips, you wake up. A potion of healing is in your mouth, and you cough up a little bit of blood onto Steve.
That wasn't whiskey.
Well, that's not very nice.
I
would like to
instruct
thank
Nessa
you
to
for
clean it
using
up.
a health. And as I'm saying this, I'm checking my pockets and noticing one less.
You catch these requests as they fade. Most Dad was looking for a quote clip of you or Steve killing something with the other in the frame. Karen was going to ask you to watch over her children, but quote saw you were preoccupied. And then Dormth Lane just keeps saying, the bridge, the motherfucking bridge. And just like keep saying that over and over again, mixed in with a few get ups. But all of
Oh,
these requests
Biden,
fade.
wake up!
All of these requests fade as our last combatant will make one final check. Oh. No, it doesn't have enough movement. It gets up over here, and attempts to let's just roll this out, see what happens. Oh my god. The boar climbs out of the water. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still in
I see
combat.
the boar climbing out of the water, and I'm like, we run now.
Do you
Well,
see
it
that?
can't get to us. How is it getting up the hill? It fell
Do we
down the
have to make a
cliff.
perception check?
Oh yeah, give me a perception check.
See this thing come out of the water on
Yeah.
its mad pursuit to kill us? 8.
8 is good enough. It is covered in water and its own blood as it did fall and hurt itself on the way down. It looks mad as hell.
Well, Dormflame, it seems we still have a chance.
Um,
I do apologize.
Come here,
But-
piggy.
Pictures of screaming and cheering and screaming and cheering dragons flood your chat, especially a bunch with hard eyes.
Oh my goodness.
So are
Steve
you guys
Ron,
going to prepare
take
any
it.
reactions as this guy approaches?
I could hit him from 120 feet away.
So Twitch,
No.
do you tell them anything? I guess we'll start with that.
I'm gonna say, hold up. I want it up here. This is
What?
personal.
Does any-
Okay, you just got healed up though. Are you sure you're going to survive that?
If he
Very,
dies, he dies.
Very sure.
Um,
And I'm going to make a grapple
Alright.
attack against it as soon as it's within melee range.
Oh, okay. Even I
Throw
don't
it
know
back
where
in the
this
water.
is going. So
We're just standing behind the bodies.
So Steve and Crystal, do either of you make any prepared actions or
Actually, wait. Can I take the dodge action specifically?
Sure. We actually have a little. Hold on. We actually have a little guy for that. The boar is going to spend another turn to move up. Anything being prepared by Crystal or Pizza.
He
or
said
Steve?
he got this.
He did say he has this.
I will prepare like
Wait.
a firebolt if he doesn't have it.
Okay, so you're preparing a reaction to cast Firebolt.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hide.
Twitch still taking the dodge action.
Always.
All right, this guy charges you and attacks.
Okay, let's see it. Disadvantage.
It does have disadvantage. That's a 5.
It misses. All right, I'm gonna make a grapple attack against this thing.
All right, give me a strength check, or athletics
check.
or acrobatics.
Or acrobatics. All right.
All right.
12?
Gotta beat a 12.
Is that enough?
All right, it's a tie. Normally I would say roll off, but I'll give it to the player. What are we doing here?
I am going to so you know that one where you have the hammer throw, right?
Walk me through it. Not familiar.
So okay, a hammer throw is where you're holding a weight by a cord attached to a handle.
Like yes.
So essentially, I have both this boar's hind legs in my hands. I'm going to spin around and huck it off the bridge.
Okay, give me a strength check, I guess.
Great strength.
Athletics. I'll give you athletics if you're proficient.
I'm not proficient. 5.
5. All right. This thing is going to bite you, but it does still it did lose the grapple check, so it does fall over the bridge into the water. But it will attack you one more time on its way down. That's
It doesn't
10.
hit.
It doesn't hit. It falls into the water, and 3 gold pieces 3 gold pieces appear in your pocket as this thing is dragged again down the river. We're gonna roll these at disadvantage because it had its ass kicked. That's a failure. That's a failure. That's a success, but it would have been too far. Yeah, this swine is sent. Oh no, yeah, it didn't matter. I would have been gone. All the way down the river.
It's
And I would have definitely had it
Lovely.
all on camera.
Your relationship with Dormplane has increased.
There we go.
What do you all do?
Was that necessary?
Very, very necessary.
Okay.
The path
Well, that was
splits
the
further ahead. The boar lay defeated.
Alright. We continue then.
Sure, we don't want any of this boar meat. It'd be a
Let's
waste.
Would
recap
not
how
know
they were
how
killed.
to prepare it, but if you feel that you can, and we don't have time to waste. It is still daytime.
One of them was stabbed to death, and one of them had its face blasted off. So one of them is headless, from the Eldritch Blast. And then another was bludgeoned and then cleaned to death, I guess.
Mhm.
So
And then the last one lost downriver.
Yeah, the last one is missing in action.
It's totally not going to come back and bite me in the ass.
You're just gonna have this boar. Somebody's gonna awaken this boar someday, and we're gonna have to fight this awakened boar as a nemesis to you.
I will make a note.
Don't give him ideas.
Always give the GM ideas.
Always.
Also, I don't want to be that guy, but I do have to be at work in like 5 hours. So
I also have to.
I think I gotta go to bed.
I also have to go to sleep pretty soon. Do you guys want to take a short rest? At this bridge, you have cleared it.
I suppose.
Well, congratulations. You guys are now level 2.
Yay! That's not going to save me
Yo.
from a
You know
double
what that
boar attack.
means?
That means
You
Steve
know what
goes
that
to
means?
to what? 5
That means
health?
Steve
6?
survived another day, baby.
Not another day. He survived an afternoon.
Oh.
A morning.
Short rest. This is a morning.
You We get to see some of Twitch's
He lived-
psychosis.
He lived to
God
see
damn.
the afternoon.
Woo!
Mr. Lamb is still missing, Steve.
Yes, he is.
But,
But it is. But it is really. It's early in the morning.
It is.
Oh,
What
very
is-
we
early.
will have to do that leveling up and stuff.
We can
yes,
we can
with
take
me.
care of that at a separate time.
Yeah.
What was that? That was like 1 silver, 1 copper, and 3 gold.
I believe it was
Or-
2 copper, but I believe the rest is correct.
Updated.
And also note somewhere on your character sheet that you have 1 relationship point with Dormplane the Defenestrator. But yeah, thank you all for coming out and gaming with us.
No.
Yeah,
Game.
buddy.
Welcome to level 2, gamers.
Yay! We survived boars.
Yeah,
That boar went
also
into the.
yeah, 4 boars. Come
boar-
on, guys, you not even a worry. Twitch
That boar
style.
is gonna come back for revenge.
That means I could have. If they all hit me for 1 damage, I still
Still
would
would
Would've
have
died.
died.
still would have died.
Well, yeah, that's why you hide in the back,
Yes.
Hey, look, you got a kill.
Yeah, you
I
did get a
did.
kill in real life
did.
this
You did
time.
kill him. Yeah, in real life.
So well, let's go, Steve.
Let's go,
Let's go,
Steve.
Steve.